Good morning and welcome, children. In today's English classroom for class 11th, we have taken up the lesson from grammar, the tenses. We have started. We have already completed the tenses part 1. So today we'll discuss part 2. But before that, I would like to share with you that it is I'm just watching and observing that most of the children are not responding to the classes by sending the answers, except a very few. Okay, very few children are sending, others are not responding. So I request everyone to be sincere enough, because after this one, in my next class, I'm going to conduct one test for exclusively on tenses. Okay, so I request everyone to attentive in this class and send your feedback by answering the exercises that I'm sharing with this slide. So in my last class, what we have seen that tenses broadly based on time frame, the verb tenses or the tenses may be categorized according to the time frame: present tense, past tense and future tense. And based on aspect, verb tenses may also be categorized according to aspect. Here aspect refers to the nature of the action described by the verb. There are 4 aspects. Okay, indefinite or simple, then continuous or progressive, perfect or complete, and perfect continuous. Now there are 12 possible verb tenses. These also we have discussed. This is kind of a recapitulation of the lesson that we have already done. What are those 12 divisions? You can see present, past and future. Under present we have this present indefinite, present continuous, present perfect, present continuous. In the same way, under past also we have this past indefinite, past continuous, past perfect continuous, and in the same way in case of future also we are getting the same 4 parallel kind of a tense. Here is a list of the rules of these tenses. Simple form in the present, first form, sometimes s or es will be used in case of the subject is third person and singular. In progressive, am is are plus first form and plus ing. In perfect form, have or has the option depending upon the subject to use, and the third form of the verb. In perfect, progressive means present perfect form has have present perfect continuous has have plus been plus verb plus ing. In the past, second form plus second form of the tense will be used along with the subject. And progressive form, was where will be the option, plus verb plus ing plus object. And in the perfect form, had plus third form of the verb. And past perfect continuous, had been plus first form plus ing. And the future also will get in the simple form, shall, will plus first form of the verb. In future continuous, shall be or will be plus first form plus ing. And in the perfect form, future perfect, will have plus third form of the verb, then after object. And future perfect continuous will have been plus first form plus ing. So this is overall, we can see that the recapitulation part of the first in the this tenses part 1 that we have already done. Now in this the new the discussion that will start, we are going to start with the future tense. Future can be divided as per aspect in 4 divisions: future indefinite, future continuous, future perfect and future perfect continuous. Now future indefinite. The simple future or future indefinite is used to refer to actions that will take place after the act of speaking or writing. Means the moment when something is being written, at that time that action was not complete, it will be completed in the future. Example, I shall play, or he she will play. Okay, yeah. Now, future continuous tense. The future continuous tense is used to describe actions ongoing in the future. Okay, the future progressive is used to refer to continuing action that will occur in the future. Right? In the future, some point of time in future, the action will be continuing. For example, I shall be playing. He, she will be playing. Okay, now future perfect tense. Future perfect tense is used to refer to an action that will be completed sometime in the future before another action takes place. So this is important to underline that sometime in future the action will be continuing completed in the future, but before another action takes place, means there will be reference of two actions, okay, in future, and there also one after another. So the simple one example has been given here with the reference of the same sentence that we are doing with I shall have played, he she will have played. Okay, now future perfect continuous. Future perfect continuous. The future perfect continuous tense is used to indicate a continuing action that will be completed at some specified time in the future. Okay, I shall be, for example, I shall have been playing, he or she will have been playing. So this was the future, the four divisions of future and their uses. And now we'll proceed to see the different type of one simple sentence, how the sentence will change depending upon different tenses. For example, in present, simple form or the indefinite form, I play, then continuous, I am playing, perfect, I have played, and perfect progressive or continuous, I have been playing. Now past, I played, then past continuous, I was playing, in perfect form I had played, and in past perfect continuous I had been playing. In future I shall play, and the progressive means continuous, I shall be playing, and the perfect form in future perfect I shall have played, and in future perfect continuous I shall have been playing. So this is the sentence structure, how sentences change depending upon different tenses in different reference. Now I would like to refer to very important. Now after doing all these things, this is important to understand, and this will actually help you out greatly to find out that which tenses are should be used where. Now tenses at a glance. Now we'll see that what are the keywords. For example, I have given here, see, tenses, uses of tense and keyword. This will sum up the whole discussion that we have done till now. Now tenses, present indefinite, uses to express routine universal truth, means routine work or universal truth, or habit, repeated action, then process or facts, etc. And the keywords, these are very very important actually. Keywords means which will guide you that which tense will be used where. So always, seldom, daily, everyday, etc. So these are the words when you see in a sentence, you must be knowing that somewhere this sentence will be the tense of this sentence will be present indefinite. Now present continuous, to express continuity of an action in present. This is the uses, and the keywords at this time, now, still. Okay, for example, he's doing his work now, he's completing his this homework now, isn't it? So in this way you may frame some examples. Next, present perfect. Now present perfect, to express completion of an action in present and recent past. Means what? The action has been completed, but still the speaker wants to relate somehow to the present. Okay, for example, the important or the keywords, words of identification, yet, so far, just now, etc. For example, he has reached here just now. Okay, so far I haven't got any reply. Okay, in this way this tense present perfect is used. Now present perfect continuous, to express the completion in the past and continuity of an action till present. Alright, and the keywords, since, for, plus, time. Now what actually here it wants to refer the uses of the present perfect continuous, that one action that has completed in the past, but completed in the past means it started there in the past, okay, completed, but it is still continuing. It's not like that it has been stopped. It is continuing in the present reference also. And the example, the keywords that since or for, if you see, and along with that a reference of time. For example, I'm studying in this school since 2000 2015. All right, so in this way you may frame sentences and the uses of it. Now we'll go to the past tense, the uses and keywords for past indefinite simple past to express an action of distant past. All right, for example, yesterday, last year, ago, etc. I went to the school yesterday. Sorry. Okay, now past continuous to express continuity of an action in the past. Okay, like the keywords yesterday, at this time, okay, while, when, like this. Okay. Now past perfect to express a completion of an action before or after another action of the past. Okay, two actions in the past and they are denoted by before or after. So this is the uses, past perfect, the two actions in the past and one action has been completed before or after another action in the past, right? So in that case this past perfect tense will be used. Example, I reached school before I had reached school before the bell rang. Alright? Yeah. Now past perfect continuous to express completion of an action as well as continuity of the action in the past. This is important. To express completion of an action as well as continuity of action in a specific time in the past. Okay, here also keyword since and for plus time. Okay, but the difference is that we will discuss more there in contrast to two different tenses. Okay, that see, in present perfect continuous, action started in the past but it is continuing till now, isn't it? But in case of past perfect continuous, action started in the past but and completed means continuing in the past within a specific time period. That's why since for plus time will be used. I will give some more example in my next slide. Okay. Now, tenses in future. Future indefinite to express an action in the future. Very simple. Tomorrow, next, then shortly. These are the words which are being used with this tense to express this tense. The future continuous to express continuity of action in the future. Tomorrow at this time, like this. Okay. I'll be doing this work at this time tomorrow, isn't it? Like this example. Future perfect to express completion of an action in the future. Two actions of past, keywords denoted by before and after. Next, future perfect continuous to express completion of an action as well as continuity of action in the future. Okay, and keywords since, for, plus time. All right. Now see, if you see one thing that a perfect continuous, whether it is present perfect continuous, past perfect continuous or future perfect continuous, there is a kind of like the expression of an continuity of an action completed and continuity. If it is in from past to present, it is present perfect continuous. If it is past and past in the past with the past reference, okay, no reference of present of continuity of action, so there, past perfect continuous. And for future perfect continuous, we will see that in the future reference of continuity of an action, when action completed means started and then after it continued till some point of time. I will discuss more in my next slide. It will be clear more now here. So children sometimes face lot of problem to choose in between two particular tenses. So I have just picked up some more important areas where children find difficulties. So present perfect and simple means present perfect only, and present perfect continuous. Okay, present perfect and present perfect continuous. What is the difference? For example, gives idea of completion. This is uses. Gives the idea of completion. Right? Example, I have painted the living room blue. Right? Now you see the focus is on the finished result. The activity is finished, but we can see the result now. But in case of the present perfect continuous, when the focus is on the activity that is unfinished and still continuing. Alright. So, for example, I have been decorating the house this summer. This summer means a period of time of the summer season, isn't it? I have been decorating the house this summer. The focus is on the action, decorating, and the action is unfinished. Why? Because it is still continuing. So this is the basic difference of present perfect and present perfect continuous. Now we'll go to the next, this comparative study of two tenses, present perfect continuous and past perfect continuous. This also give lot of trouble to the children, the present perfect continuous and past perfect continuous. Now we'll see. It is used to, first, present perfect continuous tense. It is used to express an action which started before now or in the past and has continued up until now or into the present. Means the action started in the past, okay, of the past and continuing till now. Right? Example, I have been reading this novel for 5 days. Means what? This reading work has been started in the past and continuing, okay, till now, and that too reference is given of the time. Time is very important. Time should be mentioned here, that for 5 days, for a particular period of time here of 5 days. Now in case of past perfect continuous, it is used to express a past action which started in the past and continued to happen after another action or time in the past. This is the difference. Okay. In case of present perfect continuous, the action started in the past and continuing till now. And past perfect, like action started in the past and continued to happen after another action or time in the past. Right? In the past, remember. For example, we had been looking for the wallet for 2 hours when Susan found it. Now see, Susan found it, this is an action, and before that another action was continuing. So that's why we had been looking for the wallet for 2 hours when Susan found it. Okay, now we'll go to the next comparative study of two tenses. Here past perfect and past perfect continuous. Now past perfect tense, see, express the past action already finished when another action happened. We know that past perfect. Two action, one before another. Okay, the earlier past will be past perfect. So I met them after they had divorced each other. Okay, this meeting work and a divorce, isn't it? Two action, but which one happened earlier? Divorce. So that's why I met them. This is simple past. After they had divorced each other. Now here past perfect continuous express a past action which started in the past and continued to happen after another action or time in the past. Means here continuity of the action. Two action, but continuity of the action in the past reference. Now example, Sora had been working here for 2 weeks when he had the accident. When she had the accident. One more example, another emphasize the result of an activity in the past. I had been to London twice by the time I got a job in the New York. Here emphasis the duration of an activity in the past. Richard needed a holiday because he had been working hard for 6 months. Okay. One more is there, show the 2 events. Show the 2 events in the past that are linked. And here, show the cause of a past action. I could not take my flight because I had forgotten my boarding pass. Now here, I had been traveling all night, so I was tired. So this is the basic difference. Now we'll proceed to another one. I have picked up the most confusing tenses where comparative study is needed. Yeah. Now simple past, past or past simple is stated, and present perfect. Now this is very important. This gives lot of trouble to the children, I have seen. Yeah. So simple past, verb for sentence form, subject plus V3. Okay, and this present perfect, subject plus has, have plus V3. Express finished time. Example, we lived in Japan from 1955 to 1998. And here described in present perfect, described unfinished time. I have worked as a teacher since 2011. Next point, refer to definite time. Example, I saw the Eiffel Tower in 2007. And here, present perfect refer to indefinite time. I have seen the Eiffel Tower. This is very, very important reference. I am telling you that remember, if any particular time, year, day is mentioned in the past happening, then you can use simple past. But if no specific time is referred, then you have to use present perfect. For example, I saw the Eiffel Tower in 2007. As 2007 mentioned, that's why it is in simple past. And here I have seen the Eiffel Tower, no specific time is given. Now indicate series of finished action. Example, first he read the book. This is read, not read. Remember, past tense of read, read. First he read the book and then he watched the movie. And here express experience or result. She has always watched this movie. She has already watched this movie 3 times. Okay, so, and here also you'll see the same repetition of this action. This lesson actually, simple past and present perfect. Okay, yeah. Now I will do one more thing. This is very important, that future tense is expressed in different way. Okay, this is not necessary that will, shall, will express only future. Future is expressed in different way. For example, shall, will, then going to. Sometimes present continuous tense is also used for that, and sometimes simple present. Okay, so we'll see. Will is used to express the prediction and forecasts. I think she will win Wimbledon. The weather will be perfect all week. Now spontaneous decision, yes, I will marry you. Then offers and promises, I will help you plan the party. Then I'll see you by tomorrow. So these are the specific uses in the future tense where will can be used. Okay, predictions or forecasts, then spontaneous decision, offers or promises. Now going to is used to express intentions. I am going to read A War and Peace this weekend. Now previously made some decision. Second use, we are going to get married but we do not know when. Something that is likely to happen. Look at those clouds, it's going to rain. Watch that, you are watch what you are doing, you are going to fall over. And then present continuous tense also is used to express future reference. For example, arrangements and plans. We are getting married in Spain on July 24th. This continuous tense is used to express future. I'm having coffee with my boss tomorrow. I'm meeting my accountant tomorrow at 9 a.m. They are flying to Australia tomorrow. So these are things used like arrangements or plan. Like something is arranged or something planned there. We can use present continuous tense also to express future. Now simple present tense is used, for example, timetable, bus timetable, train timetable, all these things. Now scheduled and repeated event. It's my birthday tomorrow. See, it's my birthday tomorrow, so here is scheduled or repeated event. That's why simple present tense is it is my birthday tomorrow to express future. It is Christmas next week. I have a German class next week. He has a job interview in a fortnight. So these are the uses of like different expressions of future tense. Now some exercise. I have given two questions having a few of its parts, like what you have to do. See the right uses where the correct form of verb will choose and do the exercise. I hope this time I will get most of the exercise should be sent to me in my personal WhatsApp number. Okay, my WhatsApp number 9435381399. I had shared this in a WhatsApp group also many a time. So please do and send in my next class on Saturday. I am going to conduct one test on tense. I hope you all will join and will get good marks. Thank you very much.